Hey everyone, Scott here again. I'm just going to demonstrate installing Ubuntu version 14.04, the 64-bit version. I'm going to use VMware Workstation to do it. So I'm going to create a new virtual machine, which will be a custom one, I believe. Yes, that's acceptable. Using the ISO image. This is the equivalent of installing a thumb drive into your laptop and pressing F12 at boot. So I'm going to use the AMD 64-bit version this time, which is 1.2 gig. So just go open that. The virtual machine will be created with a blank hard disk. Installed using easy install. Okay, I don't know if I want to use easy install. Let's type a password for the user. 14.04 64-bit. Let's call it x64 64-bit. So I know that the architecture is x64. It's got one processor. I'm going to give it 2 cores. It's recommending 2 gigs of RAM still, which is good. I'm happy to give it 2 gigs of RAM. Network address translation is good. LSI logic is good. I'm going to use SATA, not SCSI. I'm going to create a new virtual disk, and I'm going to make it 128 gigabytes. That's the VMDK. That's good. I like that. That will do. Location is in VMware. Ubuntu looks good. Might just have a quick look at my VMware folder quickly. It's a .1. I want the non.1. Here it is. Just going to check the properties of this folder. So the installation size will be about 5.4 gig for the 32-bit version. The 64-bit version will probably be slightly more powerful. Just double check it's got 2 gig of RAM and 2 CPU cores. That's sufficient. Don't have 3D support, don't have hardware graphics acceleration. So this is what the Ubuntu installation looks like. For version 14. And it's installing right now. There we go, I'll just move this over a little bit. There we go. Welcome to Ubuntu version 14.04. Fast and full of new features, the latest version of Ubuntu, which is no longer the case. Makes computing easier than ever. Here are just a few cool new things to look out for. Find even more software. Say goodbye to searching the web for new software with the Ubuntu Software Center. You can find and install new apps with ease. Just type in what you're looking for or explore categories such as science, education, and games alongside helpful reviews from other users. Take your music with you. Ubuntu comes with the amazing Rhythmbox music player. With advanced playback options, it's simple to queue up the perfect songs and it works great with CDs and portable music players so you can enjoy all of your music wherever you go. Shotwell is a handy photo manager so you can have fun with your photos that is ready for your gadgets. Connect a camera or phone to transfer your photos, then it's easy to share them and keep them safe. If you're feeling creative, you can try lots of photo apps from the Ubuntu Software Center, such as the GNU Image Editor or GNU Image Manipulation Program, and Pitivi Video Editor. We've got Firefox, and it comes with Flash, and we've got Chromium as well supported. Make the most of the web. Ubuntu includes Firefox, the web browser used by millions of people around the world, and web applications you use frequently, like Facebook and Gmail, for example, can be pinned to your desktop for faster access, just like apps on your computer, which is fantastic. Everything you need for the office. LibreOffice is a free office suite packed with everything you need to create documents, spreadsheets, and presentations, like Word documents, Excel spreadsheets, and PowerPoint presentations. Compatible with Microsoft Office file formats. It gives you all the features you need without the price tag. Access for everyone. At the heart of Ubuntu's philosophy is the belief that computing is for everyone. With advanced accessibility tools and options to change language, color scheme, and text size, Ubuntu makes computing easy whoever and wherever you are. So you can change the appearance, there's assistive technologies and language support. And finally, we have any questions, check out askubuntu.com for answers to all your Ubuntu questions. So I just loaded that in Firefox, so I'll just minimize that. Up, top left, in version 14. There's a good chance your question will have been answered already, and if not, you'll find thousands of volunteers eager to help. For more support options, go to ubuntu.com/support. And now it's finishing up the installation. And now it's rebooting. And there's the VMware bootloader. And it should take mere seconds to boot. Or reboot, as the case may be. Took a bit longer than I wanted it to. We can log in as guest, or I can log in as myself. If I type the password incorrectly, it'll say invalid password after a few seconds. If I type the password correctly, it will let me log on. We don't want to upgrade at the moment. I'll just say ask me later. So this is the Ubuntu desktop. If I go to search your computer and type about, no, it doesn't want to do it. It doesn't want to play dice. Okay. Go into settings, system settings, and here I can maximize this window, I believe. Maximize the window, come on, be good. Okay, I'm in Canberra, so I'm gonna click on Canberra if I can find it. Hobart, Melbourne. Just type in Canberra. There we go, automatically from the internet. Software and updates. Date and time, universal access, and something else. User accounts. I can go system details. So here it loads the details of my system. The device name is just called Ubuntu. We can change the device name. Memory is 1.9 gig available, so it uses about 100 meg for the kernel. The processor is the Threadripper 2950X, 16 cores, but it's only got 2 cores active. Graphics is using Gallium. OS type is 64-bit, and the disk is 133 gigabytes or 128 gigabytes normally. So I can close it off. I can go into Firefox. Okay, I'll close you. I'll change you to the Google homepage. The 2/3 zoom on this resolution is effective, which is good. Now I can go Android Studio. And we can go download Android Studio. This is for Linux. I've written agree. Download Android Studio for Linux. Save file. It's 1 gig download. It won't take too long. Gonna have to bore you to tears for the next 3.5 minutes. Oh dear. Well, I'm running a virtual machine. So this is a computer inside a computer. The installation is taking up, so far the 32-bit installation is 5.4 gig and the 64-bit installation is 5.4 gig as well. Very good. So it's not very big to install. So I've still got 2.5 minutes to kill. I can go into Rhythm Box on the host computer. Show you some podcasts perhaps. I don't know if it's going to let me do that. I might not have any luck. Update. Add. Search. Subscribe. Search. I don't know what I'm doing. Radio, I got Lost AM, Library FM. Not currently logged on, okay, that's gonna be a problem. Still got 2 minutes to kill. I can show you the Ubuntu software store and the host. So if I go in here and I go to Android Studio, this is on the host machine, obviously, not the virtual machine. In a moment, it should come up. I killed it. Back. Android Studio. I might just search for Android and see what comes up. This is just to kill time, by the way. I'm not actually going to install Android Studio on the host. It's already been done. There it is, right there. It's taken away. It's the library, some Android stuff. And I'll close it off. It's got a few seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, 0. This is the virtual machine that we're in at the moment. So say I accidentally close Firefox and accidentally clear my downloads history. I can go there, I can go there. How do I get back to it? Go into Files, go into Downloads, double click on the tar.gzip. It will read it, which will take a moment. Then I want to extract this somewhere. Where should I extract it? A reasonable location to extract things to. is to your home folder if you're not sure where to put it. So I'll tag that on the left. I'll take that, come on. Tag that on the left. So I can go into home, Android Studio, and drag that over here into the home folder. You can put it somewhere else. It would be making more sense to put it in another location, but I'm not going to for argument's sake. This just makes it quick and easy. Now it's unzipping, and it's unzipped, so I can close the zip window, maximize this one. I've got an Android Studio folder, and we've got a install Linux tar.txt. There's a bin folder. We go into the bin folder. That's usually where you look when you're trying to find how to execute something on Linux. And in here there will be a Studio SH, and when we double click on that, it just loads up a bunch of source code. So how do we get this to run? We have to run terminal and execute it from bash. Bash is the prompt in Linux. So I'll just search for Linux bash wiki just so I can demonstrate what it is to you. Bash is the Unix shell and command language written by Brian Fox for the GNU project. As a free software replacement for the Bourne shell. So Bourne shell would be the Born Again shell. So BASH, bash, Born Again shell. That's probably what it stands for. But we still have that problem of how do we run Studio SH. So I close gedit and I go into down here. No, there should be a search option. Search for computer online services. I want to search for something called terminal and run that. pwd is the command to print the working directory, which will be home SDB. So if I run ls to list everything here, I can see there's an Android Studio folder. You can use tab to complete the folder names after you've typed the first 2 or 3 letters, assuming it's a unique name. And I know it's in the bin subfolder, so I'm just going to cd or change directory into bin. Type ls again, and it will list the files. If it's a bit too cluttered for you, I can clear the screen with the clear command. Type ls again, and we can see Studio SH. So when we try and run it, what happens? It doesn't autocomplete. How do you get it to autocomplete? You've got to go /stu tab. And it will probably complain that I'm not an administrator. Oh no, it's running anyway. Okay, there we go. That's good. We'll see what happens. Send user statistics to Google. That's a good thing. Usually. It's doing some downloads. Equals input problems. I'll just say close here. Click on next. Go to custom. Click on next. I'll go light this time. Usually go dark. I'll go light. So I won't download the Android virtual device because it'll take the demonstration take longer. So I'm going to download 450, 500 meg, 600 megadata. Accelerated performance mode is good. And here we go. Recording. As we can see, it's downloading at the moment, which is good. We can restore the window so we can drag it around and see what's behind it, which is our terminal window. You can hit the Windows key. That'll jump back a little bit. You can hit the Windows key. No, it brings up search every time. Okay. We can go into terminal this way. It's running something. Okay, I believe I will. Android Studio setup. It's about 75% done now on the repository for the Linux emulator. So I might want to say I want to run system monitor just so I can monitor what it's doing. I go into the resources tab. Here it's using 1.2 gig of the 2 gig that's installed, or about 63 or 62.5%. And the receiving's dropped off like a rock, which is a pretty good indication that the downloads are, I don't know, it's just starting another download. There we go. So you can see the downloads are running at about 5 megasecond, give or take. So it's currently 23 minutes past 1 AM in Australia in Canberra, so the download's going rather fast at the moment because there's no one else on the internet, which is a good thing. Android SDKs of the day, I'll hit finish on that. And we might get another screen. We can go minimize some stuff. I'll maximize this one. Start new Android project. Basic activity for argument's sake. My first basic application. I usually put a dot after my first as well when I do these, so I can go basic application. .myfirst.example.com if you're reading it right to left. Language, I'll change from Kotlin to Java and click on finish. Then it will load the project. We've got the assistant, we've got this Gradle stuff on the left. There's got enough space for source code. We can close what's new. We can go into app, source, Android test, Java, basic example. There we go. There's some source code. We can minimize this on the left so you can actually see what you're doing. And this is what it will look like on a computer with a lower resolution screen than mine, which is good, so we know it works. So I can minimize that. We can see that it's using 1.7 gig of 2 gig, or just shy of 2 gig RAM. It's about to get, no, it's going to hit 1.9 in a sec. No, I guess, maybe. It's sitting at about 93% usage, which is pretty high memory usage. Much higher than that, and you want to add more RAM, which is very easy in the virtual machine. So I can see that terminal is still running. So I'll quit Android Studio. I'll go back into Android Studio. It's configuring a build. Oh, that's alright. I'll quit Android Studio. I'll let the born again shell come back, and there we go. We can see that's come back with the dots have quit. So I'll exit the born again shell. Let's see, I want to run it normally. I can probably type in Android here, and it will come up with Studio SH and the Android Studio folder. So if I run Studio SH, it comes up with the born again shell again. Okay, that's not what I want. I'll have to look into creating an icon to run it, but I can do that later. Updated software has been issued. Do you want to install it now? I can say remind me later. So we've got a floppy disk emulator, we've got system monitor, I can close that, we've got text editor, I can close that, we've got system settings. Unlock from launcher, unlock from launcher. That's a little bit cleaner up. But I'll leave the video there because basically you can go into Android Studio and run bin studio sh. If I make a link to it, I believe I can do that. Now I can move the link over here perhaps. No, it doesn't let me do that. Put it in put it in home. So it just loads up the loads it up the old bad way through terminal, but it's better than nothing. I'll look into it and I'll get back to you guys. Cheers, bye.